Hi guys, welcome back to another Daily Tarot card. These are your Daily Tarot cards for Monday, February 6th, 2023. Today we're pulling from the Deviant Moon Tarot cards. So we have the Ten of Wands here. I'm just going to block the lamp here so we can see a little bit more of it. So we have the Ten of Wands. And I feel like, as we're coming to this full moon in Leo, I feel like, life begins to feel like burdensome. There's like things that are we're carrying, highlighting us as the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. It's showing that in this cycle, it's going to feel like kind of tedious. You know what I mean? This whole weekend has been like minus 42 here in our area. It's swept across Canada. Like no one was exempt from it. It's just, all you can do is be kind to yourself at this time. And I feel like during this cycle, I feel like it's like don't give unless you're able to give from your cup. I feel like with the Ten of Wands, it's like don't pick up any more than you need to right now. You know what I mean? It's just like don't promise nothing to nobody. Like, with myself, I told people there's people ahead of them for readings. It's just I need my voice for day to day. I cannot sit there and especially with my voice going in and out. It feels like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's like I feel like I'm getting better, and then it's just like that I wake up and I'm just like, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? It's just everyone says it lasts like with the cough and the soreness of the throat at lasts like 3 weeks. It's difficult. It's like how can you go without your voice? You can't. You know? We go to the Three of Swords, and I feel like especially because we're going towards a new moon, for that time of period for us is the anniversary passing of Shane, and then like around when his service was is when the energy seems to lighten up. So I feel like that's where it's just like again, be kind to yourself with the Three of Swords, where it's just like you feel like you're in a very emotional state. Like I cannot help but this time around, like I thought 5 years would be something, but 6 it seems like has been very potent for me. It's just constantly in my dreams I'm seeing S's everywhere. It's just what I mean. It's just going back to like Schitt's Creek when they're like we can't live in the past because like it'll just destroy us. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, it's great to reminisce, but how far do you go down that rabbit hole? You know what I mean? You got to be very careful. We're getting ready for a new cycle here. So that's why I always tell everybody, I don't feel like the new year, like, you know what I mean? For us, like, we celebrate the Hebrew faith, like the new year is in September, but you know what I mean? Like you can't help this is the way you're raised and this is what you feel, but Chinese New Year, and even like going back to like last year and stuff like that, I'm like, it doesn't even feel like the new year has begun because I feel like everybody's on holiday and everything like that. You know what I mean? It's just like everybody, you know what I mean? Especially now, everyone, like even Christmas, everyone did it big this year. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, you were able to get out and celebrate. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's just like, with March coming around, I feel like that's what's going to be significant. I feel like that's where things are going to happen. You know what I mean? I feel like March things will happen, definitely. But I feel like something big will happen around like the end of March, beginning of, or the end of February, entering to March. Wow, I just realized the date that I started my training was the date of Shane's service. It's just last year was so busy with like this job and everything and training and everything. It's like I didn't even have time to think about it. But I feel like that's where they're talking about this new beginning. I feel like there we're in a cycle from full moon till new moon, which will be like the beginning of March. And I feel like and that will be a brand new beginning. We have this Eight of Pentacles. So funny enough, with TikTok, they were saying successfully finishing a prosecution. So I don't know who's dealing with that, but my gosh, like, oh my word. Like I couldn't even imagine. But I feel like with this it's just like successfully finishing something, being out in the eye of something. So I'm personally starting study of a new skill, so successfully finishing that, but also training. So you know what I mean. I love the fact that we were getting a lot of the sun card in the tarot, and these gears look like the sun. These, you know what I mean. I feel like these blessings that come in, I feel like it's very much like the star card is what they're showing, like these blessings, but I feel like success will surround you. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's like something that will last. I feel like this is something that will bless you as you move forward. Like with us, with Sunny, is like this unconditional love. And that's the thing. his adoption day is coming around. You know what I mean? Like, we just celebrated his birthday, and then it's like his adoption day is coming around. I have to check in my phone when that is, but it's like, that's something significant to us. You know what I mean? Like, that's the day that, this little gremlin came into our life. He's like Gizmo, or he's like he's like a critter. He goes out in this freaking weather and just looks at me, and I'm like, hurry up. I'm like, smell all the air you want, but oh my god. I'm like, I am not a fan of minus 42 temperature. He just looks at me. Like, thank God we let his coat grow out a little bit. But I feel like, with this Fool card, I feel like some huge thing that's going to come in and be that sunshine in your life. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what they're talking about, this continuous fire in our life. We have the full moon in Leo. So it's like, when we were talking about those cards there that would define the rest of the year, the week of the 24th, I felt like, embracing that fire. Bravery, courage, strength, resilience. And I feel like it's like, remember who you are. You know what I mean? Don't let anyone, try to bash you down. And, like, he's not bashing me. It's just like we're having a conversation. But he's like, what's wrong with the darkness? So I'm like, nothing's wrong with the darkness. This is going on in Instagram. And I'm like, but someone like myself that has dealt with shadow. And it's like, I had to learn what was said to me was not true. These are the people that were supposed to be my support system and my loved ones and my parents, and you know what I mean? We're taught that, to respect. You're even taught in every spiritual book to respect these people. But the thing is, it's like, as a child, even as a young person, even as an adult, you are supposed to be supported. Yes, if you do something dumb, you're supposed to be like, you're doing something dumb. Like, you need to stop that. You know what I mean? But it's like, at the same time, it's like, you need to be nurtured. You need to sit there and be like, as a person that is in a position, doesn't matter if you're a parent or not, in a position to be a positive influence on others, to be that light for others. You see that someone is really good at something, you should speak up and encourage them. You're really good at that. You should continue to pursue that. Maybe it was their hobby, and, what does Judge Judy say? Find something that you love and learn how to make money from it, because every day will be a play day. You know what I mean? When I do healing, that's what it kills me that I can't do readings right now, because I really got to watch my voice. But it's just like, you know what I mean? I'm taking baby steps to go back, but it's just like, I'm worried. Like, literally at my work, my voice will go completely out, and I'm just like, oh my God. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you got to be kind to yourself. And I feel like that's why they're saying, like, in this cycle from the full moon, it could feel that way. You know what I mean? But you got to trust in the universe, Yahweh, Yeshua, that they will take care of us. This is why they were telling us to plan for this. Didn't they say this was going to be the coldest winter ever? And this is where they're increasing the hydro prices. You know what I mean? And it's just like, in the coldest winter, they said, oh, it'll be low precipitation. Exactly what they showed me is exactly what's outside my door. Like, it's been blowing around for the past 3 days. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you gotta sit there and be kind to yourself right now. Just take it one step at a time. And I feel like, because you are the Queen of Cups, you gotta learn to, to pull from your cup when it's full. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't always happen that way, cycles in life. But the thing is, it's just like, what pours over is what, you should be giving from. They were literally showing this on TikTok. He held up a sign. He is like, I'm dealing with anxiety and depression. I need to talk. Nobody stopped and talked to him. He flipped the sign over and it said free money. Everybody was, couldn't get enough of him. Everyone was pulling money off the sign. You know what I mean? Did anyone stop and talk to him? No. They just were pulling money off the sign because it said free money. And that's a lot of the times you will see people will sit there and indulge people around them to keep them around them just so that they're not alone. So learn to be happy with yourself. You know what I mean? You fill your own cup. The universe fills your cup. We're always taught that being alone is this bad thing, and it's not. You know what I mean? Especially when you need to go inward and heal and take that time for yourself, You can't heal with constant motion going on around you. You can't heal with constant noise around you. You know what I mean? That's why I'm so devoted. And I'm not saying this is for everybody. You do what you need to do. But that's why I'm so devoted and dedicated. Like, especially this mass that was this Friday. It just really spoke to me. They were talking about, like, yeah, this is the end of that story. But now this is a new rebirth of another. Your life has just woken up. Now it's time for that. And I feel like that with myself. It's just, you know what I mean? The biggest thing for myself is I didn't want to bleed out on someone else. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want to take this to someone's doorstep and just drop it on their feet and be like, here you go, fix me. It's not their job to fix me. It's my job to fix me. Yahweh and Yeshua are so kind enough to guard us and protect us and continue to do so in that healing journey. So, you know, I hope nobody has to experience that, but unfortunately this is life. You know, you sit there, whatever situation that 3 of Swords is for yourself, you got to learn to sit there and, you know, by the grace of God, you have so many beautiful, wonderful people around you that love and support you. What a true blessing, and appreciate that. Remember those people that had your back, you know what I mean? But also in this journey, that will also show you people's true colors. Who has your back and who doesn't. Who shows up and who's only there for a good time. You know what I mean? So, you know, learn to just embrace your blessings and embrace yourself and, you know, keep moving forward. You got a beautiful start starting here. I feel like March is going to be something wonderful. I feel like, you know, there's going to be something on the precipice there. I feel like mid-February moving forward, you know? And February goes fast. It's one of those months that you blink and it's already the end. So I feel like it's just take your time, be kind with yourself, you know, don't allow the pressures of the Queen of Pentacles to hit you. You know what I mean? It's like supporting others, but it's just like know as you help others that the universe will continue to bless you. Don't do it because you know you're going to be blessed. You do it because of the goodness of your heart. You know what I mean? You know that the universe... You know what I mean? I know I could see that in my path. They've blatantly shown that to me. Like, you know, time and time and time again. And it's just like learning to embrace it and respect it and allow that flow to happen. You know what I mean? It's just embracing it and do the proper things, you know? But right now is time to be kind to yourself. Right now is a time to just, you know, I feel like it's like Void of Course. I feel like it's just rest, rejuvenate, take care of yourself. Obviously, everybody's in different seasons. Canada, we're in the midst of frickin' North Pole, frickin' winter for some reason, you know. But it's just like, you know, by the grace of God, it'll be over tomorrow. But it's just like continue to move forward and do the best you can and be kind to yourself, number one. You know what I mean? Not everybody's going to be kind to you, but you know what? Kindness, your happiness starts and begins with you. You know what I mean? Someone's not treating you the way that you want to be treated, then you know what? They have no room in your life. You know what I mean? Maybe it's time to purge. You know, they're talking about purging. Feng Shui doesn't always have to be in your home. It doesn't have to be external. It can be internal. You know? If someone is pooping on your party or doesn't make you feel the best, well, then maybe it's time to sit there and be like, you know what? You know, I don't need that toxic energy in my life. You got to find your value. You're worth more than that. You know? They'll sit there, you know, it's always that way. When you're crazy, it's easier to call you crazy and this and that than to embrace that you're in a place of discovery, a rebirth, and just, you know, be open to what they're dealing with. You don't have to be a part of it, you know, but it's easier to put these labels on people, you know. You got to sit there and do what's best for you. Bring those beautiful things into your life that make you happy. Do the things step by step, baby steps. You know? Not everyone will understand it, but you got to sit there. You know what? Especially because, you know, and this is not to say, like, this is why you should do it. But if these people are not pouring into your cup, then why are you so hell-bent and filling theirs? You know? So you got to do what's best for you. You got to sit there and be kind to you. Happiness starts and ends with you. It's not because of this. When this happens in my life, I'll be happy. When that happens, no. Start right now in this moment, this body, this mindset, whatever this is, and be happy with thyself. You know? It's a blessing because a lot of people would give, you know, their right arm to have what we have. And we have to learn to be more appreciative. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Monday, February 6th, 2023. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card.